Live from the CBW Radio UK studios in Chelmsford, this is Off the Record with Big C and his trusty companions, Jazzy Geoff and Stinky Pete.
Yes, this is Big C. Thank you very much, Shaggy. I have in front of me a recovering Stinky Pete from his exploits last night at his Christmas gathering. Can we say it? It was
indeed a Christmas gathering.
A Christmas work gathering between the two of you.
It was a Christmas work gathering with absolutely no work done whatsoever, not even for 1 nanosecond. So there was a lot of time in the Crown and Cushion, which is Keith Moon's old pub, and which was where we stayed, and a lot of time in the Blue Boar, which is the best pub restaurant in Chipping Norton. And great fun was had by all, but my head did not appreciate it this morning.
Well, thank you very much for turning up this evening anyway.
Oh, it was my pleasure. You know me, warrior. I'm here to the last.
You are a trooper, sir. You are a trooper.
I am a trooper.
Welcome,
yes,
welcome
indeed.
to Jazzy Geoff. Had a few technical issues there before we came on, but I think we're okay.
Don't know why.
No, very strange. But you know what to do next time is to move your chair.
Absolutely. I just changed the chair.
Did you move it up and down or just change the chair completely?
I didn't do anything with it. All I did was log off and log back on again. But I have changed the chair since last week. So that might, who knows what that sort of thing can do.
I think the other thing is that I think really we should view the fact that life is a technical hitch, and very occasionally things don't go wrong. It's the odd period where there's not a technical hitch where you go, wow, I can't believe that actually worked. That makes it much easier to do.
I think that's called summer.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Well, welcome, chaps. Anyway, we're on Off the Record, the final Off the Record of 2025. It is just before Christmas. Well, next week, isn't it? This Christmas Eve. Santa will be winging his way down everyone's chimney about a week from now, which will be nice to see. Do you leave any carrots and still and milk out for Santa?
Yes.
Or is that you do? Of course you do.
Well, the grandchildren.
I live on my own.
So yeah.
You do, and you're on your own. Yeah. You don't.
No, I said no. I don't. I basically sit and eat a mince pie and then decide how much Southern Comfort to have, which I used to leave out for the for the Santa and the reindeer when I had kids at home. But now I just have a mince pie and drink the Southern Comfort
with Rudolph and what are their names again? Rudolph,
Donna and Blitzen and Vixen and Donna and Blitzen, Rudolph.
Somebody else.
Donna Blitzen,
Vixen,
Rudolph.
You're just thinking of the Isley brothers, aren't you? Is there Roland there and Ernie?
Did you? And O'Kelly.
That's the one.
O'Kelly the reindeer.
O'Kelly. Right. Okay. Well, it is nearly Christmas, so we're doing Christmas songs, and over the years, favourites. Yeah, we love a bit of Christmas. Well, it is the sort of time of year. Unfortunately, I mean, it's a bad time. I know you have to do it at Christmas, really, but on the radio, on CBW Radio, I've been playing a heck of a lot of Christmas songs of late because the Beckton crew have been having these Tinsel Tuesdays, so I've been inundated with these. Getting fed up with them, all these Christmas songs. So it's not a good time for me to. No, I shouldn't have them.
Yeah, fed up with them because you're erring on. I don't like Bohemian Rhapsody because it's played too often.
No,
it doesn't matter how many times it's played. No. If it's a good song, it's a good song.
It's a good song. I don't know. It's just the overall Christmassy thing, and the songs. And I hear them when I'm walking in the Blue Water on Monday that I went and Friday that I went. So any shopping mall, any shop has got these songs. Everyone I go in, we had a lunch in TGI Fridays at Blue Water, and I said to the server, not a waitress anymore, is it? It's a server.
Yeah, absolutely.
How long have you been listening to these Christmas tunes on because it was coming out of 1st of November? Oh. She said it ruined her Christmas last year.
I'm not surprised.
Song on Christmas Day.
Okay, so this part of what I want to talk about tonight at some point is the conversation Ralph and I had last night on this very subject, because he shed some interesting light on this. I thought so.
I have some very strong opinions about Christmas music generally. So as we talked about specific songs last year, I'm happy to do that as well. I think we need to look at it a little more theoretically.
Big picture.
Yeah.
Yes, theoretically, good word.
Theoretically, it's the best word. I think you did well there, Geoff. Well, that is
it took me a while. Did you notice how? Could you feel the brain going?
I thought that was your chair. Actually, I thought that was your chair.
My chair.
It's no panoply.
It's no panoply. Well, I think there'll be a number of songs mentioned in the discussion anyway. So yeah, you can both throw in whatever you want at any point, as usual. Really, to be fair, I just thought I'd get that out first. The fact that I've been playing a lot of Christmas tunes, so if I've heard it about we have rules.
We have rules at church. Okay, so I have this. I have this hope that I get.
You mean like the Ten Commandments, those kind of rules?
No. I mean proper ones.
Real ones.
Real ones, yeah. Ones that we can actually keep. You know. So I try and get the first service in November and the first service in December, because as far as I'm concerned, you can start watching Christmas movies from the first Sunday in November, and you can start playing Christmas songs from the first Sunday in December. So I tell the congregation every year that this is what you're allowed to do, and dutifully they ignore it because that's what they do with everything I tell them. But as far as I'm concerned, they're the rules. So you can watch Christmas movies from the 1st of November, Christmas songs from the 1st of December.
They probably do that in the States anyway, don't they? Because I think it starts from Halloween, I think, over there, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's a pretend festival. Like, no one cares about Halloween over here.
Halloween, no, we don't. But Halloween, and then that leads into probably 3-4 weeks, is it, before Thanksgiving? And then it leads, obviously, the whole of the holiday season after.
Thanksgiving, or as we call it, Harvest Festival. But anyway.
I call it the last Thursday in...
Can I just challenge watching Christmas movies from November? I'd like to challenge watching Christmas... No, I'm going to. Because, okay, I don't watch Christmas movies at all because they're crap.
And but that's why you watch them.
But no.
Yes.
No, they're awful.
No, they're brilliant.
No, they're not. The only one I can stand is Home Alone.
Oh, that's awful. That is awful.
Very occasionally.
Let me tell you about our journey home from wherever I was. Egypt, I think it was, a couple of years ago. Have I told you this before? So, I'm sitting on the plane. I'm sitting on the plane in the middle seat. Jules is here. I'm here. And there's this big fella sitting here.
It wasn't me, was it?
It wasn't you. Bigger than you. Much taller. Like, he was a big lad.
And more intelligent.
And I would guess he was about 65, 68, 70, that sort of age. And I'm chatting, because that's what you do.
No, you don't. That's your
he's a Spurs season ticket holder. That was fine. Bear in mind, this was end of October, early November. And he gets his laptop out on the way. And then I've got nothing. I've finished all my books. I've got no music to listen to. I'm just sitting there for 3.5 hours or whatever it was on the way back from Egypt, 4 hours. And he said, if you don't mind, I'm just going to watch some films. So, okay, that's fine with me. So I said, what sort of films are you going to watch? He went to Christmas movies. Okay. So why are you going to watch Christmas movies? He said, because I'm a Santa Claus and I start working in November in Blue Water. And I have to get myself in the mood. He said, and I turn the lights on in Blue Water and I turn the lights on in somewhere like Gravesend and I've met Princess Anne all dressed as Father Christmas and been whatever this... And like, he was a full-time... That's the only job he did. He was a full-time, proper Santa Claus for the whole of November, December in Blue Water. Had been for years. And he said, I just need to get in the mood. And I watched, without any sound and without any subtitles, 4 or 3 Christmas movies over his shoulder. and I knew the plot, and I knew all the words that were being spoken for every single one of them, and I'd never seen it before, because they're all the same.
This is my idea of hell.
It was brilliant.
Oh.
I don't know. This sounds a little bit odd. This guy, by the way, everything you tell about this guy does sound like me, actually, other than the fact that I don't have a laptop. But I'm about the same age, and I'm a Spurs season ticket holder.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm large. But yeah, and I wouldn't, and I'm not a Santa Claus. So you tell it wasn't the real Santa Claus, was it? Tell me.
Who knows?
No.
It would be logical if Adele supports Spurs.
Yeah.
Why doesn't Santa Claus?
No, okay, fair dues. Yeah, why not?
It's a logical thought process, isn't it?
And what's really interesting is that coming together of kind of traditional of Christmas traditions from the age of Coca-Cola and the real meaning of Christmas, because maybe the Santa Claus was making a flight out of Egypt. See what I did there?
Yeah. See what he did there. See what he did there.
So even though I hit the whiskey very hard last night, my brain is still clicking over at that level.
Except the fact that it would have been about 3.5, 4 years after Christmas that they did it. But yeah, that aside, you're spot on.
That point is irrelevant. I would just like to say at this stage of the game.
Are you talking, before we get on to our topic then, you're talking about these Christmas movies then, Geoff? Are we talking Holiday Inn and that sort of thing, or
we're talking all sorts? We're talking Holiday Inn. We're talking
Santa Claus. The Santa Claus. I quite like that one.
The Santa Claus is quite fun.
And two,
and 3.
It's awful.
But there's loads. There's one at the moment out called Noel, which is fabulous. There's the Holiday, which has got Cameron Diaz and whatever in it.
Oh fantastic. Yeah, I've seen that one. And the English actor, what's his name?
Yeah, I can't remember what his name is.
No.
But that's really, there's also it's got Kate Winslet in it as well.
Yes.
There's the one that's got the girlie out. That's a terrible thing to say. That's got the actress out of Game of Thrones in one. Emma Thompson's in one at the moment. There's loads of really good.
Emma Thompson's in Love Actually.
She is, yeah. But there's another one as well. And there's all the Hallmark stuff, which is magnificent crap.
I always hear about. Yeah,
it's awful. It's toe-curlingly grotesque.
Yes.
One of the worst movies of all time is a Christmas movie. Elf. That is utterly, shockingly, appallingly bad. And Will Ferrell is as funny as chlamydia. He's just awful.
Now, let me just tell you this. I agree with you. I don't like Will Ferrell generally. I'm sure he's a very nice fella, but I don't like him as an actor. But the one that he's in with Ryan Reynolds, the Christmas movie he's in with Ryan Reynolds, which is a musical, I can't remember what it's called now, is brilliant. And I don't mean it's a good film. It is fantastic.
But that will be because Ryan Reynolds is in it. It's nothing to do with Will Ferrell.
Well, there we are.
But Ryan Reynolds is a funny guy.
He is a funny guy.
Will Ferrell is not.
You should watch.
I mean, he's a guy, but he's not funny.
Ryan Reynolds was that infamous tweet that he made. You know, when people confuse him between Ryan Reynolds and Ryan Gosling, the actors.
Yeah.
And he was. I don't know. I could never tell which one's which. And he said something along the lines of Ryan Gosling. No, Ryan Gosling has got slightly lighter hair, and Ryan Reynolds is a CUNT basically. It's quite amusing.
And he tweeted that about himself.
He did exactly. That's
exactly. Yeah. But that's classic Ryan Reynolds.
I'll tell you what. I hadn't, up to when I said this afternoon to Stinks, I've done very little research for this, other than write down a load of Christmas songs that we may or may not mention that I like.
Do you want to see my research?
A CD now. It's the same one every year.
I bet that's called Christmas Greatest Hits.
No, it's not. It's called Now That's What I Call Christmas. And it's got 60 tracks.
Is that all?
The vast majority of which are awful. But anyway, we'll
they're
come to
all
that.
the same. It comes out every year. There's one out this year as well. I don't know. It's a new one. I saw it on iTunes advertised. Now That's What I Call Music. I always used to say, and I've sort of said it on here before as well. Now That's What I Call. It's the same songs on every single album that comes out. The only thing is, every year there's maybe someone else excluded because of some serious sexual offences in the 1970s. And they take them off.
I have to say, the one that I've got has got to go with glitter on it.
Oh, there you go. Well, he's not on it now.
Nothing wrong with Gary Glitter.
That's how old it is.
I told you, I've looked up. I did a little bit of research this afternoon. I forgo my nap, my granddad nap, which is horrifying because I know I'll be late to bed tonight as well. But what is a Christmas song? So I looked up the definition, right? What are the things you need for a Christmas song? Traditional.
Okay, I'm interested in this because I've been having these thinkings as well.
Well, what I read was a Christmas song often embrace a kitschy, nostalgic feel. That's the first thing. Okay?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Over 90% of Christmas songs allegedly feature jingle bells.
This is important, and I was going to say there has to be jingle bells somewhere. Yes.
You have to use traditional. This is more for Geoff, maybe. I don't know, in his musical background there. Well, you have a bit of musical background as well. Used traditional time signatures and song structure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give it a nice, memorable melody.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to be in a major key and have an upbeat tempo.
Now that's interesting.
This makes songs easier to sing and more pleasant to listen to. Now, don't shoot the messenger. This is what another couple. Sorry, yeah, go on.
No, go on.
There's another couple of things. There's another couple of things. It said, what is a perfect formula for a Christmas hit? One is a song. This is where you can see by a lot of these things why Stinks doesn't like Christmas songs. Song duration of 3 minutes.
I do like some Christmas songs. I look forward to playing Christmas songs at Christmas. Just not all of them.
Song duration of 3 minutes 57 seconds.
Well, that's a load of bollocks.
In the key of G major.
Yeah.
I've written temp. Do I write temp? Anyway, 114 tempo. That's what I've written. I missed an O out. Temp of 114. Blimey, that's warm. Tempo of 114 beats per minute.
Yeah.
And this is a weird one. Performed by a 27-year-old.
I don't think Bing fixed that, you know.
Whoa. No, right. We know that 27 is when they die. So that is quite instructive, because maybe the best Christmas songs are by people who are dead, and therefore they don't write Christmas songs.
Or they're just about to die, or this is what kills them.
I think a strong possibility in the case of some of the absolute catastrophes that I'm looking at here.
I think that's a perfectly logical set of thoughts for one particular type of Christmas song. I think there's 3 or 4 different varieties, personally.
I agree with you. And all I would say is that listening to that description you just gave, I give you Silent Night by Sinead O'Connor, which is absolutely not any of those things that you just said. Let's talk about the philosophy then for a little while. Yeah. I was thinking about this. I haven't really done any research, but I have done quite a bit of thinking about it. And the thing that struck me was, and think about this and answer the question. At what point did it become de rigueur to record a Christmas song? So if you because we are all of the age we are, give or take a few years, we grew up with what we would call the Christmas classics from the late 60s and the 70s. So like all the ones that get played when you go to Blue Water, you can't escape from, Roy Wood and Slade and, those songs, because they are all encompassing. They are so much what popular Christmas music was about. And yes, there was Bing Crosby beforehand, and, yeah, and I'm not arguing that. But so do we think that now people like in this generation feel obligated that they have to do something for Christmas because it's a thing, or because, and the reason I'm asking that question is because if I think about the Christmas songs of the last 20 years, which you hear on various things, I don't think any of them leap out and go, yeah, that's fantastic, you're going to be singing that. Well, fine. This is the whole point of this conversation. So I think about it and I go, I can't think of a single song which for me says Christmas like the songs from the 60s and 70s do, and the early 80s. And I can't think of any which leap into my mind and go, yeah, that is a really outstanding Christmas song, if we're defining Christmas songs the way you've defined them. So that was kind of where I was thinking, and that leads on to something I want to talk about later, which is covers of Christmas songs.
Now that's interesting, because I was thinking about that as well. Can I jump in on this, Colin, or do you want to? Okay.
No, go on.
So I think I think you're not wrong about a lot of what you said. I can't get myself to say the words you were right. No, I can, and I think you were not wrong about some of the things you said. I think what happened was that that Christmas music was American, and if you go back, it was like the whole lot was Perry Como and Bing Crosby and Andy Williams and all of that stuff, which was, if you like, the branding of the Coca-Cola Christmas that started back in the late 40s even. Yeah. And then suddenly cometh like the 1970s, the Brits went, hold on a second, there's a commercial aspect to this that we are severely missing. And we were fortunate enough to be in that moment where we were all, the world was more naive than it is now. Christmas was a much more important spiritual event as well as social event. Now it's just a money event. And pop music was on the up. So all the big pop stars, as you said, like, but like Lennon, McCartney, Shaky, Slade, Wizard, all of that lot. All threw their hats in the ring, and we got this magnificent array of good pop songs that were about Christmas festivities.
Yep.
But that came through. There was also all those people who were a little bit cooler than that, but realised the commercial need. So people like Greg Lake, who thought, I need to say something more than Merry Christmas, let's have a party and rip our knickers off and play some jingle bells. I need to say something about something. So he did. And to a degree, even Jonah, whatever his face was, Jonah Louie, and Winter's Tale, and all those sort of, where they're going. There's more to say about this. And then on the back of all of that as well, you got the guys going, hold on a second, this is actually about Christmas. So we got Boney M and Mary's Boy Child, and we got Johnny Mathis and whatever it was that he...
When a Child is Born.
When a Child is Born. And then we got Saviour's Day coming through a bit later. And so like the Christian element didn't go away, it just got adapted into it.
Gaudete,
as an example.
Christmas, Natus.
Indeed. And when all that started to fall apart, and it did, so like you will find there are very few Christmas songs or good Christmas songs from like the late 80s, save his day aside, the late 80s through until relatively recently, but probably 20 years ago, so like through until the 2005, there's not much going on.
No, there isn't.
And then suddenly,
I'm not sure there's much after that, to be honest.
Say again?
I'm not sure there's much after that either.
But currently, everybody's releasing again.
Maybe so. Ed
So
Sheeran,
over the last 2 or 3 years, or 4 or 5 years, everybody started releasing Christmas singles again. Because I think the world needs the excitement of Christmas. Because everything else is so damn miserable.
Yeah,
that they're going, and it's not even just the poppy people. Like there's relatively serious stuff going on as well, you know. And consequently, there's some awful stuff out there, but there's some really good, well-written pop songs that are Christmassy again, and I think we've hit a little, whatever that's called, a little pretty chapeau chinois. A little peak, thank you.
Peak, yeah. And there was a big old plateau, though, wasn't there?
There was a huge plateau.
A 20-year plateau. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, yeah, I take on board all of that, actually. I've got a few boring little facts and figures here, actually. You talked about... I was
we like boring facts and figures. Give us boring facts and figures.
Christmas number ones, right? So when we mentioned it before, we mentioned it regularly, Slade had Merry Christmas, Everybody in 1973. Now, 1973 was the year that you were referring to, Stinks, about the Christmas chart, the pop singles Christmas. That was the peak era. It was the first era. As far as I was concerned, that Slade record and Wizard, they were the first Christmas songs by popular rock bands to be released. Literally. I mean, before Slade got to number one, there were only 2 Christmas number ones in the UK. One was back in 55, and it was Dickie Valentine with Christmas Alphabet.
Good Lord.
I know. And then you had Harry Belafonte in 58 with Mary's Boy Child, the original.
The original Mary's Boy Child.
But then there was nothing in the UK, at least, till Slade and Merry Christmas Everybody. But even since Merry Christmas Everybody, there have only really been 7 Christmas number ones.
You mean Christmas songs as
Christmas
number
songs
one?
At number one.
Right. Okay.
I mean, there's a heck of a lot of songs.
Can we guess what they were?
You can if you want. After Slade.
Okay. Last Christmas was number one, wasn't it?
No. Well,
it was last year.
It has been now, yeah. But when it came out, it was stuck behind.
Oh no, it wasn't when it came out. Yeah, but
it got to number 2 behind in '84. Only one of the biggest selling records of all time. Charity.
Oh,
Charity.
Band-Aid.
Yeah.
Does that count as a Christmas number one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it's Christmas and it's number one. Yeah. Do they know it's Christmas time at all?
So do they know it's Christmas time?
Right. So was Band-Aid 20? Was that also a Christmas?
Yeah, that was number one. Yeah. Sorry, I should have counted that as another one. So that's probably 8. But it's the same song. Isn't it? They just
Merry Christmas, Everybody by Shaky in mid-80s.
Merry Christmas, Everyone. Yes, different song.
Everyone, sorry, yeah. Merry Christmas, Everyone by Shaky, yeah.
Yeah. There's one after Slade, the following year, actually. Their big year in '74 was this band.
Was that? I was going to say it wasn't the Elton John.
No, that was also in '73. That stumbled because of Slade and Wizard, I think.
Was that Step Into Christmas?
Yeah, Step Into Christmas. Only made 24.
It's a great song, but it didn't. 74. Big.
Yeah, 74. Big number one. 4 guys. 2 of them are still alive. Lead singer died.
Queen? No, they're all alive.
No. I think the lead singer died with throat cancer, I think it was. The drummer committed suicide, Dave Mount. and the other two, and one of the other two co-wrote "Can't Get You Out of My Head" by Kylie Minogue, and his name was Rob Davis, and he wore, I don't know whether he wore frocks, but he certainly wore
Sweet.
No, the other one. It's mud. I'll tell you. We won't go on all night. Lonely This Christmas.
Really?
Lonely This Christmas, was that?
Yeah.
Was that
I
number
didn't
one?
know that was number one.
Merry
Oh,
Christmas,
okay.
darling.
I didn't know that was
Wherever
number
you
one.
are. With his good Elvis impression at the end, with the
Okay,
puppet.
so
I
who
should
else?
remember
Good song.
the puppets.
Who else has been number one? I imagine. Was Driving Home for Christmas, was that number one?
No, that wasn't number one. Nowhere near it, actually.
Okay.
So I'll tell you the others.
I imagine All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey was number one. No?
I haven't got that listed as a number one. Yeah, but I mean, it's number one in the States every year.
94, that was.
Was it L.Ed Jones, Walking in the Air?
Walking in the Air. No, it's not that either.
Oh,
You
Same
mentioned
Same.
this.
Mistletoe and Wine.
Mistletoe and Wine is one of them. And you mentioned another one earlier, Jeff, actually.
Saviour's Day.
No.
Oh.
When a Child is Born.
When a Child is Born. Oh, Johnny
Oh,
Mathis
by
version.
the Boney M version. So that was
Mary
number one
Boychild.
twice.
Mary's Boy Child was Boney M, and
Boney M.
When a Child is Born was Johnny Mathis.
Johnny Mathis, yeah.
Right. Sorry.
And Mistletoe and Wine. Last Christmas finally got to number one in 2023. And it was also number one in 2024. And he's number one this week, I noticed. So it could well be
but
on
they don't
Friday.
think it will stay there, do they? I think
What's going to be number one on this Friday then?
XMAS.
Ah,
Kylie. It's a great song. It's a really good song.
I'll take your word for that. I'll take your
Have you
word
not
for
played
Do
it?
you want to know what's?
No, I
Do
haven't.
you want to know what's the?
I'll choose it for tomorrow. Go on, Pete.
The eighth number one for the Pretty Reckless in America, in the rock chart, is their new Christmas record.
I like that.
It's brilliant, and I shall be choosing it tomorrow. It's very
I do
good.
like that one. Yeah, maybe you've been on the tools or
I've
something.
been on the tools all, yeah, it's been not a week.
Yeah, it's a good song. It starts off with.
It is a good song.
By the way, she's not 27 by chance, is she? She must be a lot older than that.
No, she's 32.
With all due respect.
Not that you're counting.
Not that I'm counting. But Taylor Momsen, yeah, she starts off the video and on the record actually of her as a little girl
as
the Grinch, and she's been introduced by Jay Leno on the Tonight Show, and she starts singing the song, which I forget the name of the song, but it's not. What is this? What's the name? I'm trying to think what the name of the song is now. Where Are You Christmas? Where Are You Christmas?
Where Are You Christmas? Yeah.
And then it's sort of only about a couple of lines with just the little girl singing, and then Taylor Momsen her now voice comes in and takes over, and then it really kicks ass, as we call it in the UK.
I sent you a picture. While I was earlier on, I haven't. And they've got a half-hour unplugged set in New York where they do unplugged versions of their big hits plus a short version of that, and then the encore piece is a Soundgarden song because that was their inspiration. But that is a really, really good single. A really good single.
We do like an unplugged song, though. I do like an unplugged.
We do.
I wish You Think I'm Sexy was unplugged completely,
completely. Like he'd never ever got anywhere near the studio.
Nothing. Yeah, but that's not a Christmas song, so let's not go down that route. I'll tell you what, I've written down here something that you might be interested in. The first recorded Christmas song. Guess when that might have been?
Oh, the 20s.
On record. I'm not sure whether it's actually literally recorded, but it's the first known. It was composed by Saint Hilary of Poitiers, not Saint Sidney of Poitiers. But
it's
Saint
clearly
Hilary
not going to have been recorded then, is it?
No.
If it was Saint Sidney of Poitiers, for heaven's sake.
Yes, it was recorded around 336 AD. It was written, I should say, and it's called. I don't know. Do you pronounce Jesus as Jesus back then, or is it?
Jesus, probably.
Jesus refulsit omnium, which means Jesus illuminates all. That's a very early Christmas carol one of the earliest known melodies, in fact, associated with the Christmas season. I'm guessing it was released just as a standalone single, though. There was no parent album that it came with.
That's because they were busy standing alone in some kind of wooden church building at the time. So maybe, I don't think it counts.
Maybe on Decca Records.
Where is the oldest wooden church building in the world?
Oh, Essex.
Essex.
Oh, okay. Where was this?
Grinstead Church, yeah.
All right, so that
is actually disputed, but we like to say that it's the oldest.
As we should do, because we're Essex.
Yes, other opinions are welcome, but wrong.
Other opinions are welcome, but wrong. So yeah, you don't bother digging that out in your record shops. It wasn't released on Decca Records or anything.
That's a shame. Was it released on Parchment record label?
I'm going to say Messiah Records, maybe Messiah Records. Yeah,
I bet you that there is a version of that on record somewhere, because I have got in my collection up there somewhere the nuns of Norwich or Coventry or something doing all these old medieval songs. And it's very good. It's kind of was a family thing, and I reckon that one of those types of acts will have recorded it somewhere down the line. I bet if you Google it, you'll find that there is a recording of it.
I'm a bit intrigued to know whether you can technically call nuns acts.
Well, Sister Act 1 and 2, I would say yes. I mean, you know, and the sound of music. I mean, you know, they were running all over the hills in Austria.
They were.
They did that.
Well, one of them.
That's because their hills. That's because their hills were alive.
they were indeed.
Well, the most popular Christmas song, you've already mentioned it, of course, "White Christmas."
Yeah.
Written by Irving Berlin and recorded by Bing. In 19.
And there are some truly dreadful copies of it.
Covers of it.
There are.
I was just going to say Irving Berlin. It's a modest character he was. When he'd written the song, he wrote it one weekend. He said to his whoever it is, his secretary perhaps, I want you to make a note of this. I wrote it last night. Not only is it the best song that I've ever written, but it's the best song written by anybody ever. So
well, that might be debatable, but it's certainly stood the test of time, hasn't it?
Yeah, it certainly has, yeah. And it only became a hit here, I think, in 1977 when he died. That's Bing, not Irving. Yeah. 1977 he was a hit. And he appeared with David Bowie, didn't he, on his TV show.
Yeah, but he was Rum-Pa-Pum-Pumming, wasn't he, at the time?
It was really weird, though, because Bing Crosby died, and then he resurrected as a search engine. And not a lot of people have done that.
Good point.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because I thought you might say he resurrected as a naughty man, like who had a TV show about his family.
Oh, the Crosby show? Yeah.
Yes. Oh, good grief! No, don't go down that route.
No, we're not.
We're getting perilously close to Friday, aren't we? Which is when the bloke across the pond is going to invade Venezuela because the Epstein tapes are going to get released. So that's going to be fun.
Oh, wasn't it nice of Trump to criticise Rob Reiner after his death?
I was furious.
Absolutely amazing, wasn't it? When all the stuff he said about
it wasn't amazing. It wasn't amazing because he's a sociopath, and that's what a sociopath would do.
And the left going on.
You can tell it's bad because he's been hammered by Marjorie Taylor Greene. So, you know, and she's not exactly out of the charm school. So, you know, yeah, it was disgraceful. Anyway,
right, we digress. We don't want to talk about Trump. First record to actually be recorded and released, I think it might be the first one, was way back, recorded on an Edison cylinder. Jingle Bells, first Christmas single, first Christmas song. In 1889. There you have it.
Well, actually, Jingle Bells has the jingle, which you talked about earlier.
Did.
Who wrote Jingle Bells?
I'm not sure who. Sorry, who wrote it? You say?
Yeah.
I don't know. William Shakespeare? I have no idea. Bamber Gascoigne?
I I'm going to be wrong about this because I'm wrong about a lot of things in my life, and I know that Mozart wrote Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Oh,
but I think Mozart wrote the tune to Jingle Bells as well.
did he?
No, I didn't say he did. I think he did. But
Right,
I
I've
might
looked
be
up
wrong.
Jingle Bells.
Is this like Henry VIII writing Greensleeves?
What, sorry, what do you mean like that? Because he did. What do you mean?
No,
like,
he didn't.
Well,
He didn't, did he?
Apparently he didn't.
Well,
now you see, this is it.
Who's going to argue with someone that's going to chop your head off if you don't?
All these
Urban
myths and
myth.
rumours. All these myths and rumours.
I love urban myths and rumours.
I love urban myths and rumours, but their whole point of them is that they're urban myths and rumours, and that doesn't necessarily mean they're true. And the strong scholarly opinion now is that actually Henry VIII did not write Greensleeves.
Urban myths and rumours. They were the two Fleetwood Mac albums that I preferred.
I was just going to say that.
Jingle Bells, first published under the title The One Horse Open Sleigh in September 1857, it says here. Although it has no original connection to Christmas, it became associated with winter and Christmas in the 1860s and 1870s, and was featured in a variety of parlour song and college anthologies in the 1880s. And it was, yes, recorded in 1889 on an Edison cylinder. The first, believed to be the first Christmas record. It was written, it says here, by somebody called James Lord Pierpont.
Well, was that the words or the tune?
That I don't know. It doesn't say. It just says.
Yeah, sounds like
James Lord Pierpont. Genre: Christmas.
Christmas. Yeah.
Published in Boston, Massachusetts.
Of course it was.
Okay. So yeah.
Okay. So
some of these Christmas songs. Oh, sorry. You're going to say something other than?
No, I was going to say just kind of moving slightly to some of the other songs. One of the conversations I had with Ralph last night before the wine kicked in. We were talking. We were because I said this is what we were going to do for the podcast, and we were kind of chatting about themes and everything. And I said, well, we're doing this Christmas thing, but we've done Christmas to death, so we're kind of coming at it from a different angle. And I said, so what? Think about Christmas songs. And he said, okay. He said, two things. He said, I cannot be in the same room as the Wham song. He said, it is literally awful, and I can't shop. I can't go anywhere where the Wham song is on, and if it comes on, I have to leave the room. And I said, so you're not a fan? And he went, no, it's terrible. And then I said, okay, so is it the terriblest? And he went, no. I said, what's the worst? And he said, mistletoe and wine. And I said, right. I said, given that Cliff Richard has done some quite good stuff like Saviour's Day and Oh Little Town, and given that he's not got he's got a decent voice and he's got a big back catalogue, what is it about mistletoe and wine? And he said, because it is horrifically dishonest.
Ooh.
And I said, okay, so why is it horrifically dishonest? He said, just listen to the words.
It means listening to the song, doesn't it?
What? Yeah, he said. But if you listen to the words, he said, all this stuff about Christian rhymes. What is he singing about? He said, what he's basically doing is he's taking the modern view of Christmas being about kissing someone under the mistletoe and getting drunk, and he's conflating it with the Christian festival. And he said, and bringing the two things together is just fundamentally dishonest, on top of which it's an absolutely bloody awful song.
Okay, let's just go back a stage, because we can't speak to Ralph in his absence. What is dishonest about it?
He said, this idea of children singing Christian rhymes.
Was he talking about Christmas carols? Go on.
Yes, he is. But what's that got to do with mistletoe and wine?
But they're the two aspects of Christmas that we as a society live with.
But that's what he's saying. He said, if you're going to sing about Christian rhymes, if you're going to talk about the true meaning of Christmas, why are you then doing that in the context of getting pissed and kissing people?
Well, but in the same way as Greg Lake is doing it, by saying they sold me a dream of Christmas, and all I've got is kissing someone under the mistletoe.
No, but his song is very specifically taking a pop at the commercialization of Christmas. He's very clear that that's what he's doing. So it's not. It isn't the same. It's making the two things the same. And I've never thought about it. I just hate the song. Period. I cannot stand it. It makes my toes curl. But it was just interesting that he
Can
chose.
you still
exactly
feel your toes? Just a matter of interest.
Well, I used to be able to, but not anymore. That's what happens as you get older. No, but seriously, so I just thought it was really interesting because I think, Colin, you would say that mistletoe and wine's utterly shite as well, wouldn't you? So
I concur. I'm not a fan. I've listed at the end here. I've just written. There are 4 songs I've written that I mean, it's difficult to say because they are so Christmassy. They've got everything Christmassy about them. I just can't stand them and don't want to listen to them.
right.
One of which is Mistletoe and Wine. That was top of my list. The other one, or the second one, I should say, funnily enough, is Last Christmas.
Yeah.
It's something just
It's
about it.
so curlingly awful.
It's very Christmassy. It's got a decent tune, and Andrew Ridgeley's obviously part in it is superb as always.
Sorry, no, you don't mean
notwithstanding
superb.
that.
We're going back to. Was it Herman Hermits that "This Silence Is Golden"?
No, the Tremolos that was. Yeah,
Tremolos, sorry, yeah.
Herman's Hermits was Peter No One, wasn't it?
That was it. Yeah. My apologies.
So Last Christmas is just. Did you like that video I sent to you? Did I think?
Yes, fantastic.
Last Christmas, as if Bach had recorded it, or
Bach had written it
and performed
it's
it, and it
so
was on.
good.
Yeah, I like that.
It's really good.
I'm not also a fan in a similar way, and I mean some of these. I'm guessing, Jeff, that you like Last Christmas. Am I correct in saying?
I'm absolutely fine with Last Christmas. I don't have any issue with it at all. Mistletoe and Wine is just cringeworthy.
Oh, we're all agreed on that. But yeah, okay.
But I don't think it's a lying song. I just don't like the song.
No, that's
It's
not
not lying.
what
It's
stinks.
dishonest.
What are your other two?
Well, the other two, controversially, I'm not a great fan at all of When a Child is Born either.
Oh no, it's awful.
That's
one.
terrible.
It's
Johnny Mathis' version.
There's a talking bit in it. Oh.
There is.
Yeah.
Johnny Mathis's version is way better than Andy Williams' version, and I like Andy Williams.
Yeah, I don't mind Andy Williams.
But it's not a good song. I don't think, no.
And I'm not that big fan also of Walking in the Air. Actually, that's another one I don't like. That might be one I both like.
Okay, I like Walking in the Air, but I absolutely love The Snowman as a film. If you're talking about Christmas movies, the one I would watch is The Snowman because I just think it's clever. Raymond Briggs was a genius, but the Aled Jones version of Walking in the Air, I can take or leave. It's on my album.
It's on there, no doubt. Yeah, of course.
It's okay. But the original version, which is the version on the film where David Bowie does the introduction, is a much, much better version of the song. Aled Jones's voice is too perfect. It's too Welsh Angel. It's too clean. The version on the movie, the version on the original film isn't. And it's a much better song as a result.
Okay. Can we just all agree that Walking in the Air is only a Christmas song by default? Because actually, it's A Winter's Tale. It's got nothing to do with Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's a Christmas song by default in the same way that The Power of Love by Frankie Goes to Hollywood is a Christmas song by default.
Which isn't a Christmas song at all.
No.
It just happened to be on all the Christmas.
But it's on all the Christmas albums, and it's got the Three Wise Men. Therefore, de facto, it's a Christmas song. But yes, you're right.
Yeah. It's not my Christmas.
There's another one like that. I always think isn't really Christmassy, but it always makes it on. And that's Stay Another Day. E17.
What can you do about E17?
Don't know it.
You don't know that one.
Stay now.
You must know it. If you hear it, you'll know it. But yeah, not a great
sounds
song.
awful.
Oddly, I can't believe I'm going to say this. I don't mind the E17 song, but it's not a Christmas song. It just happens to come out at Christmas. Like
Exactly,
they might as well put Bo Rap on it, because it's the same gig.
At least I think Jonah Louis does mention Christmas on his, doesn't he?
He does. I quite like Jonah Louis.
Yeah, I quite like that.
But I love, as an example, I love Winter's Tale by David Essex. I think it's a
great song. Yeah,
but it's not a Christmas song. It's a winter song. As is, ring out those solstice bells is more Christmassy because it's about the winter solstice. But that's not Christmas. It's winter solstice.
Well, yeah, but again, we've got to be careful here because the only reason we celebrate Christmas in December is because we celebrate Christmas at the winter solstice. As
there are
opposed
others
to
that would disagree with you.
Well, okay, they'd be wrong. But so, basically Jesus was born in October and he wasn't a Capricorn. So talk about that to Chris Christopherson.
What do you mean? You can't have a star sign for Jesus, for heaven's sakes.
Yes, with the Chris Christopherson album
just
is called...
can't do that.
The Chris Christopherson album is called Jesus is a Capricorn.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Or Jesus was a Capricorn. Oh, it was, whatever, doesn't matter. Anyway, so the reason, there wasn't any snow at Christmas because it was in the middle of bloody Palestine and it doesn't snow. So, we've joined the Christian festival.
So in Ralph's eyes, does that make all the cowards dishonest?
Yes.
Interesting.
I don't know. I'm not speaking on behalf of my business partner. We just happen to be talking about mistletoe and wine, which gives me the opportunity to just throw in here. It is a terrible, terrible, terrible song. However, there is a cover version
of Mistletoe and Wine.
Yes, which I heard for the first time on Planet Rock on Wyatt's show earlier this week. No, it wasn't. It was on the Request show on Sunday whilst I was doing my laundry.
I played it as well.
You did.
Who's
it's the Darkness, is't it?
This is the
Darkness.
It's even worse.
No, it's not. The
it's shockingly awful.
No, I disagree. The Darkness version is excellent.
No, it's not.
Absolutely, it is.
It's a shit song, and he can't sing. So
it doesn't matter.
How can it be good?
Because it's got guitars loudly.
Oh right. So guitars make a shit song okay.
Yes. You can make any kind of shit song better by cranking up the flange and playing the thing very loudly.
Flange, okay.
Careful, cranking up your flange.
I did that deliberately.
Definitely.
Seriously, I absolutely love the Darkness's version of it because it's such an awful song that it being dealt that as a rock song. Banger.
I played it, and obviously Jeff heard it, didn't he? Because you texted me back straight away. This is awful. I played it. I found it a bit meh. It was all right. Nothing special about it, I didn't think.
But the song's meh, so it was a less meh version of a meh song.
To be fair, I've only heard it once.
Sorry, Carl?
I've only heard it once. Mistletoe and Wine, I've probably heard more than once.
Yeah, and you probably wish you hadn't.
I know. But I feel that I can actually pass comment on it. I've actually heard it a number of times.
It is interesting how people do cover versions of Christmas songs, and they either get it right or they don't. So there is a version of Silver Bells, which is a Christmas song by Bing back in the whenever. And it's a great little song. It's not ever going to set the world alight. It's a straightforward Bing Crosby song. But he does a cover version of it with Ella Fitzgerald, which just goes bing, and suddenly it's a really good song.
He doesn't go Ella.
He does.
It goes
bing. He goes bing and Ella. And And equally, what's it called? Ruppa Pum Pum, Little Drummer Boy.
Little Drummer Boy.
Which is a fairly dreadful song on its own.
Awful.
And if you listen to Rosemary Clooney's version of it, it is absolutely awful.
Terrible.
And yet, when Bing does it with David Bowie with his whatever over the top, suddenly it's a really good song.
They go well together, don't they?
And it moves you. Actually, this is a really sweet song for Christmas time. Because it's one of those ones that goes, there's a bit of commercialism in here, a bit of fun Christmas, and a bit of actual Christmas involved with Peace on Earth or whatever. And I don't think that's dishonest at all, personally. But it and I'm only saying the thing about Rosemary. I love Rosemary Clooney to bits. I think she's brilliant, and her version of Merry Little Christmas is just off this planet. It's superb. But I think it's just interesting how people do I was going to say that the Darkness, you brought it up, how someone does a version, the Girls Aloud version that's on the adverts at the moment of Slade. Why? Why would you do the one from Bastille? Why? Why would you do it?
This is interesting because I agree with you. Why do something which has become eponymous and everybody knows that version? Why do another version of it? But then I would give you two songs where I think you've got that and they do it as well or better. So Thunder's version of the Slade single, which they do every year at the Christmas gig. So I went with you when I went with you and to the Roundhouse. They did it. It's the encore set. I saw them do it in Nottingham. I saw them do it in Wolverhampton at the City Hall. So every single Christmas gig, that's what they finish with. Thunder are the best cover band. You are not a cover band.
Agreed.
Their version of it is absolutely. Danny Bowes nails it every time. It's brilliant. They have a couple of big blow-up Santas at the side of the stage. It's kind of done for fun, but it's really good. But then the other one, I think, which is way better than the original, is Springsteen's version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Now that knocks the original out of the park. It's absolutely brilliant.
It depends which original, but yes, okay. But I think you're right. So his version of it is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. So I think it doesn't have to be a worse version.
No, it doesn't have to be, but it so often is.
But very often they are. Yeah, no, I agree with you. But what I'm saying is, I think I think there's a danger of throwing out the baby with the bathwater and going, well, the original must be the best because it's the original. But actually, it isn't. Necessarily, and I think certainly that one is the classic example, which is way better than the one that was done originally.
And Matt, you've mentioned that one, and I can't remember the name of the song. What were we talking about? The song that was
Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Santa Claus is Coming to Town, yeah.
The Phil Spector Christmas album in 1963, absolutely brilliant.
It's genius.
And that, of course, is on there. I can't remember who was it that performs Santa Claus. It's obviously the Ronettes.
Is it Bobby Sox? Is it
Santa Claus? Not sure which one it is, but it's one of the Spector bands anyway.
It's the Ronettes,
classic songs on there. Sorry,
I think it is the Ronettes, isn't it?
It could be the Ronettes.
I think it is.
I can tell if you like. I've got it here.
Okay, well they certainly did Frosty the Snowman, and they did I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. Oh, it's the Crystals. Yeah, I've got it here. It's the Crystals. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. My favourite actually is Sleigh Ride. I think the Ronettes. I just love that song.
Yes,
yeah, that album is brilliant.
It is brilliant, and sadly, it bombed when it came out.
Yeah. But actually, it's set. I mean, Phil Spector, for all his faults, and he clearly had very many. Like his everything in the kitchen sink style of production suits the Christmas concept, which is where Roy Wood got his concept from. Yeah. Like the whole lot just went in there, and it's kind of, what's the word you used? Eponymous. That was a good word.
That's a
I
good
might
word.
use it. I don't know what it means, but I might use it anyway.
He's come up with some good words today.
Just making
He always does.
I know, but it takes the whole of the concept of Christmas that where everything is thrown in on the day. Like you have more food than you ever need. You have presents that you don't want. And the whole day is a massive jumble of a mixture of commercialism, happy time, family time, party time, and religious time, and the whole mix is chucked in together, and somehow it works.
It does. Oh, it definitely works. And
I think a lot of the Christmas songs achieve that.
Yep. It's only a tragedy for them that it was released on November the 22nd, 1963. Do you remember what else happened on November the 22nd, 1963?
That JFK.
JFK got assassinated, yeah. So there may be other things on their mind. So it didn't actually sell very well when it came out.
Yeah, they were busy worrying about who was on the grassy knoll rather than Phil Spector's new album.
They were.
Who was on the grassy knoll? Like, do any of us believe that there was only 3 bullets? Was it last week you were talking about this? Like which bullet killed? Like,
it was the Saxon song.
Can I just say, in all of these situations, it's one bullet that kills them. Like the rest are all just there.
Well, not necessarily. Depends where it hits them.
No, it doesn't.
Well,
yeah, it does.
Like, if you're hit by multiple bullets,
it's only one
of
that
them
actually kills
you.
them. Yeah, I get what he means. So you could be hit in the leg, you could be hit in your shoulder, you could be hit.
Yes.
You know what he's trying to say.
You could be hit 14 times in the heart, but it's only one of them that would have actually killed you.
It was that magic bullet, wasn't it? That one that came in his thigh, out 90
straight
degrees
up,
in the air, come back. Yeah, that's the
entirely
one.
Entirely plausibly.
Yes, definitely plausibly. Have I got any? I haven't got any other knots on here though. I mean, you mentioned the current one, which is a pretty reckless Stinks, which is a good one, and you're going to request it tomorrow. You said. I'll tell you, there's another song. I think we've mentioned this. I'm sure Geoff has, which is sort of a cover of his own song, and I prefer the newer version that he did. And it's shaky. I know Jazzy Geoff likes "Merry Christmas, Everyone."
I like the original. You played his new one, didn't you?
It's relatively new, but it's because he's changed a little bit now, and it's a little bit more Americana.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan.
No, and he's got obviously a slightly deeper voice on it, and I just like that sort of rougher edge. The one with the Christmas jumpers and it's just too Christmassy. It's almost make my knots, which is weird because like Mistletoe and Wine Last Christmas or whatever, because it's very Christmassy, very Christmas jumpery, and I do like Shakin' Stevens, at least the early part of Shakin' Stevens' career. But that song, he's done a better Christmas song, in my humble opinion, which is called "The Best Christmas of Them All."
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Which maybe I'll play it. Maybe I'll play it tomorrow if I have time. I don't know. We'll see.
I think it's probably time for me to say something controversial. Just the controversial thing I want to say is that having listened to an awful lot of Christmas music whilst wrapping up presents and doing various Christmas preparations this week, I've decided that "Thank God It's Christmas" by
Queen,
my least favourite rock band, is not in any way, shape, or form close to being the worst thing they've done. In fact, I annoyingly found myself singing along to it, which I slapped myself very hard for, and I won't do it again. But I think that
you won't slap yourself again, or you won't listen to the song again.
I shan't sing along to it again, lest I have to slap myself.
But you've sung along to Bohemian Rhapsody. You've confessed.
I fully admit that if in those circumstances, yes, I do. But the point I'm making is this: that I'm not a fan of Queen, as listeners to this show will know very well. But I actually think that is quite a good Christmas song, and it was obviously at the time where all the big bands were bringing out Christmas stuff, like we talked about earlier on. I don't know when that came out. Was it 76 or 7 or something?
Yeah, it's probably around 76, 77 time. I don't know.
Yeah. It's not a bad song at all. And that then gives me the opportunity to raise from my now that's what I call Christmas album. One of the other people who I really don't like has an absolutely terrible Christmas song. And that is Kate Bush's "Home for Christmas," which stinks the place out. So there we are. I give with one hand and I take away with the other.
I don't even know that song. It was 84, by the way, Queen, believe it or not.
Was it really?
Yeah,
Gosh.
84.
Well, anyway.
I've never heard the Kate Bush one.
No, I haven't heard that one before. I know December Will Be Magic Again. That's by her, isn't it? I suppose
I've got no idea. But "Home for Christmas" by Kate Bush is a thing. And
she wasn't driving home for Christmas. Not a cover of.
No, that was a different thing.
Because her car broke down.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. I've got I've got a few absolute stinkers on here which I need to throw out just to see if you agree that they're stinkers, or whether you disagree and you think I'm wrong. But we can do that later. But I've got a few.
Do it now. We like a good stink.
Now we're in the mood.
We're in the stinky mood.
We're in stinky mood with a Grinch hat on.
No. Listen, it's Christmas, and I will sing. I don't particularly like "Little Saint Nick" by the Beach Boys, but I'll sing along to it if it's on.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it? But not brilliant.
It's not bad.
West Coast Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas Wrapping by the Waitresses.
I love that.
Utter shite. Can't stand it.
No, it's brilliant.
I hate it. I'm absolutely not a fan of "Frosty the Snowman" by the Jackson 5, because the Michael Jackson voice at the end, I want to strangle him because he sounds as though he's strangling himself.
So we did at the concert that I sang in on last Saturday. We did a version of "Frosty the Snowman" with a guy playing the steel drum, and it was brilliant. It was real fun, and it's a really good song to sing.
The Ronettes, of course, sang it on the Christmas Gift You album. I love the song "Frosty the Snowman," but I can imagine by the Jackson 5, it's not quite right.
It's a bit squeaky.
He doesn't sound right anyway, doing all these talky bits as if he's like 25 years old, and in fact he's only about 6. It always sounds a little bit dodgy to me.
It's grim. It is grim.
But I think that's a good example of like a version of a song, of a decent song that's just done badly.
Was done badly. Yeah, I accept that. I don't know if you are cognizant of Alma Cogan, "Never Do a Tango with an Eskimo."
I know Alma Cogan, but didn't she sing "How Much Is That Doggy in the Window"? Was that her?
She did.
No, that was
no, that was someone else. No, it wasn't Alma Cogan.
Oh, okay.
Who did that?
I've got that on my thing as well. Give me a second, I'll tell you.
Well, anyway,
keep talking.
I give you Alma Cogan, "Never Do a Tango with an Eskimo," which is bad, but it isn't as bad as the song by K Star. Are you aware of this one?
No.
What's it called?
Brackets. "Everybody's Waiting" with an apostrophe for close brackets, "The Man with the Bag."
No.
It is.
Don't know it at all.
No,
it is exceptionally bad at a weapons grade level.
Lisa Rosa.
Yeah, I just found it on here. Yeah. She sang it. Also, Patti Page did a version of "How Much Is That Dog in the Window." So it wasn't Alma Cogan. Never mind. Okay, yeah.
Well,
so we don't really know that one, but I'll take your word for it.
That is grotesquely bad. And then the other one is hang on. I made the list here, and I can't now find it. Hang on. No, it's gone.
Okay.
Which one was it?
Well, what are you thinking?
Oh yes, the one that I can't stand. Dina Carroll, "The Perfect Year."
Perfect Year. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a Christmas song?
Well, it's on my Christmas album, so therefore,
Christmas
yes.
album, yeah, but so's a Power of Love.
But it's also awful. And I've got to be honest, although she has certain attributes, I am not a fan of Santa Baby by Kylie Minogue either.
No. Okay, but XMAS is a good song.
I haven't heard it, so I can't. Right, okay, right.
It's very Christmassy.
Right.
My wife is desperately upset because it's called Xmas and she doesn't approve. But
you approve of that?
Personally, I understand why people don't like it because the X takes the Christ out of Christmas. That's the concept. The counter side of that is that actually in the Greek alphabet, X was the word for Christ originally. So there's a kind of a dichotomy. There you go, Pete. It's one of your words.
Good word. I like it.
Good word.
Of belief on it.
We've got a panoply of ridiculously long words, haven't we, today?
This is good.
Can I come up with a couple of up-to-date-ish ones that are really good?
I think you can say
Yes,
there for a minute. Yeah, okay.
Okay. Let's deal with these. Come On Home for Christmas by George Ezra is a good Christmas song. It's a George Ezra song. You couldn't put it on and go, this is anybody other than George Ezra, because he does what George Ezra does. But it's a good song. Christmas Magic by Laufey is an exceptionally brilliant Christmas song, which was the theme tune. Was the theme tune to Red One, which was a film that was released last year, and is a Christmas film worth watching. But
that's the one with Dwayne Johnson in, isn't it?
Yes, Dwayne. Yeah. It's sultry and it's jazzy and it's quite upbeat in a downplayed way, you know. And she's just got this brilliant voice. She's Icelandic Chinese, I think, which is
there's a huge Chinese population in Iceland. Said nobody ever.
Well, wasn't Bjork the same as well? Wasn't she Icelandic Chinese?
But she was definitely Icelandic.
Yeah, I don't know about the Chinese element, but yeah.
You're just saying Chinese because she's got them eyes, aren't you?
Well, you're not allowed to do that because you get banned and you lose your Miss Finland's thing if you do that now.
You'll be cancelled.
I will be cancelled, so I'm not going to do that. So
No.
Miss Finland's just lost
anything. I just said she's got them eyes.
Yeah, we know what you meant, and you know what you wanted us to do.
So, I didn't want you to do anything. I just said she's got them eyes.
Anyway, those two are really. I think those two are really good, relatively up to date songs. XMAS, I think, is a decent song. There's a number of them around. Last year we were talking about this anyway. And Christmas Lights by Coldplay, which is now 15 years old, oddly, but that's a decent song. As is Underneath the Tree by Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson, yeah, I get that.
Which is back in the style of Wizard
Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey, but I think that's a good song as well. But they're back in the Phil Spector Wizard, all the bells and all the whistles, like chuck the whole lot in and make it sound like Jingle Bells.
I've got one of them. I'm going to throw in a minute. Can I just say, Mariah Carey?
Yeah.
Yes.
There is no excuse for that type of singing. Why? What? No. Okay.
Her Christmas song. Her Christmas song is good. Yes, her Christmas song is good because she doesn't sing too many notes in it.
I hear what you're saying on that one, but it's become one of those fashionable songs to really hate, isn't it?
It is, yeah, absolutely.
We've done that before.
But actually, if you listen to the version at the end of Love Actually,
yeah,
but that's not her. It's Samantha Mumba.
But it's the same song.
Yes, but it's the Samantha Mumba version, i.e., it's sung like a song, as opposed to someone who can't pick a note and warbles everywhere. Pick a note, any note, I don't care. Make it flat. Just stay on the damn note.
It's vocal gymnastics.
Drives me absolutely
nuts. I agree with you. I agree with you. In general, I agree with you. I just happen to like the Christmas song. But I like Christmas songs, and I'm
I know you
unashamedly
do. You do love a
unapologetic.
Christmas song.
Which is
Do you
fine.
like?
I like Christmas songs too, just not all of them.
I've played a number of times. I love this one actually. This is Darlene Love, who also features on the Christmas Gift for You album.
Yep.
Well, she
Sure.
did a song in '92, backed by the E Street Band. So everyone's
right.
on it, other than Brucey himself, Klaus Clements, and Little Stephen,
Nils
who
Lofgren.
wrote the song. I don't know whether Nils Lofgren's on there. Patty Scialfa's on there anyway.
Right.
And All Alone on Christmas. Great song. A lot of sax. Everything thrown into it. Kitchen sink,
We
as
do
you
like a
call it.
bit of sax.
Love. Yeah, we like a bit of gratuitous
What
sax.
What do we think about this?
And
This
senseless
movement?
violin.
What do we think about this movement of like the John Lewis advert sort of stuff, like the Lily Allen song?
I quite
which
like
was,
them.
I mean, the Lily Allen song was beautiful. It was it was keen in the first place, but it's
Somewhere
I just
only
think
we know.
somewhere only we know, yeah. And it's heart wrenching.
The new John Lewis advert. I don't know who. It's absolutely gut wrenching.
I'm not
The
even
one
sure
I
I know
saw
what it is.
was Pants, but I don't know which one you
But
saw.
there have been some good ones. I mean,
Oh, yeah, they're Christmas. It might be. If maybe it isn't John Lewis. Maybe it's Waitrose.
Waitrose is the one with Keira Knightley and Phil in it.
Yes, that's right. It's the kid.
Brilliant.
It's the
Waitrose then.
Waitrose.
Like, there's one bit where they look at each other and she says, "Tell me you haven't got any hold up cards."
Yes, that's right. No,
Cue
no,
cards,
it's
so
not
they
that one.
come.
Then no, it's not that one. There's one which is really heartbreaking, and I watched it and I thought, blimey, this is a tough watch for Christmas. But it kind of made it made. I think it's John Lewis. I think it is John Lewis. We were talking about it on the group the other day. Can I just introduce another song, which is a Christmas song, very much so, which I didn't really know until I kind of got involved with the whole Ukraine thing, and that's this "Carol of the Bells,"
Oh, it's
which
beautiful.
it is absolutely gorgeous. Now,
It is.
have you seen? I think I've sent it to you, Colin. The YouTube video of the Christmas light switch on in Paris, where they do it's basically a flash mob doing Carol of the Bells, but they do it to switch on the lights. It's absolutely fantastic. But I have discovered, and I've got loads of versions of it now because it's a beautiful piece of music. I've got one on one of my Christmas download things off Spotify, which is done by some German chamber choir, and it's just amazing. But there is. Have you ever heard the band, the Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
Okay, so we have a mutual friend who loves them to bits.
Right. Okay.
Not that one. Someone you haven't seen for a long time. And I've as a consequence, because that was all he ever talked about, I kind of avoided him.
Right. Okay. Well, the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, I knew nothing about. I'd heard of them, but I knew nothing about them. And I was just trawling through on YouTube one night when I was not able to sleep, as usual, and I came across Trans-Siberian Orchestra doing Carol of the Bells on Christmas Eve in Belgrade, and they've got these electric violinists. They've got two guitarists standing on plinths up in the air. They've got fireworks going off left, right. It is a magnificent performance around this absolutely beautiful, beautiful song. And they do it so very well. It's not very long; it's 5 or 6 minutes, but it's worth watching because it's a real massive piece of theatre. You know, it's not. It isn't. You know, the Carol of the Bells thing is 2 or 3 minutes, just very simple choir in front of a church kind of thing. I was just watching one earlier on tonight, done by some school kids in Odessa, in Ukraine, obviously. But this Trans-Siberian Orchestra thing is just an absolutely brilliant performance. And you just look at it and you go, and it's really funny because when you then look at the people who've been in the band since they started, it could be the cast of Lord of the Rings. There's 28 different guitarists, God knows how many drummers over the years, but real talent, really, really talented. So, and well worth watching, because it is Christmas, and it's.
I don't remember you sending it to me, but maybe you did.
I sent you. I was sure I sent you the one of the flash mob. I'll find it and send it to you. Well, you can look it up. It's basically the Paris Lights switch on this year, and it's Carol of the Bells. And there's this beautiful little girl wanders down in between all the flash mob orchestra, and she hits the lights for the lights to go on. And then this kid is up. He plays a guitar solo at the end of it. It's just really, really well done. And it's got millions of views on YouTube, because it's just such a brilliant production, if you like. But anyway, Carol of the Bells, I absolutely love it. It's beautiful.
It sounds like something Pentatonics would sing.
Yes, absolutely.
Didn't they have that Bertie Inch? Was that Pentatonic?
No, Pentatonics.
Never heard of them.
Can I mention? You may have mentioned them before, but Lennon and McCartney have both had big Christmas songs, and one of which I really love, and another of which I don't, which is odd.
Well, I know which way around that is, because you like Lennon and you don't like McCartney's.
I don't like Wonderful Christmas Time. I
feel
treacherous, not liking it. I just find it so simplistic and repetitive, and I don't know, just
it's on my album.
Oh, it's got to be there.
So the very old album.
It's not one I skip, but I don't love it.
The very old album that I've got, that I've now been playing for the last 90 years, or whatever it is, starts with John Lennon. Yeah. With a little Merry Christmas, John, at the beginning,
Yes. Actually, it's Merry Christmas, Kyoko, and Merry Christmas, Julian. That's what they're whispering.
So whatever they're whispering, it starts with that, and then it does. And I like John Lennon's song. I think it's a good Christmas song. Yeah. And then it goes into McCartney as the second one.
Wonderful Christmas Time.
And I've got so used to them being next to each other and then going on to the other stuff that I kind of can't really play one without the other. But I like them both. I like McCartney's song, but I like simplistic.
I don't.
Well, I don't mind simplistic.
I don't like the McCartney song, but I don't like the McCartney song. It's not in my list of top 20 Christmas songs, but I don't dislike it. I do like the John Lennon one. And it's interesting what you said with the two together, because when you listen to stuff so regularly and you know what's coming next, like my Festival of Nine Lessons and Carols, the David Wilcox one, I've played it to death. I know the whole thing front to back, including the organ voluntary. So, but I've got a vinyl album with the pop, the Christmas songs on, and my version, it's got Merry Christmas, War is Over, and then it goes straight into I Believe in Father Christmas by Greg Lake.
Right.
So for me, as soon as that's the next thing my mind hears, because I've got so used to playing that album for 40, 50
Which
years.
Is, of course, coming off subjects why people fall in love with albums. Because you learn to know exactly what's coming next, and it works its way through.
But if you mix things up and you have you always get the same one, like the McCartney Lennon's, you say, on that compilation. It is weird. I mean, I still, if I'm playing a song, and I remember on my original vinyl, it used to jump at a certain point. One of the Beatles songs, one of the EPs, is "Ask Me Why," and John Lennon sings "Ask Me Why." I say I love you, and you're always thinking of you. Da, da, da. But on it jumps because "Ask Me Why." I think I love you. I think I love you. I think I love you. I'm expecting him to say it all the time. I almost sing that myself actually now, which is really annoying. So that's Lennon and McCartney out of the way. Mike Oldfield, what about that one, In Dulce Jubilo?
Yeah, In Dulce Jubilo. Like that goes back to
tune.
I like that as well, but that goes back to the more Christian spiritual side, doesn't it?
It does.
It's another one like Silent Night.
It's a carol in disguise.
It is. So it's there with It's there with Gaudete. It's there with Silent Night by Sinead O'Connor. It's there with Stacey Orico's "O Come All Ye Faithful."
Oh, really? As opposed to Bing's Deste Fidelis, which really
that sounds like you're not. That sounds like you're not a fan.
I can't. I love Christmas carols. I love Christmas carols. I would leave "O Come All Ye Faithful" behind at the drop of a hat. It's just. I mean, I'll sing it, and I'll enjoy it. But if it isn't in the service, I go, "Oh, that's nice. We're not singing it." What about? How do we feel about?
Oh, go on.
Talking about your Ralph's whatever you want to call it. How do we feel about Silent Night 6 o'clock news?
Fascinating, I think.
Good one. Yeah, it's an excellent song. Fantastic. Is it a Christmas song?
Well, it's Silent Night.
Silent Night is.
And it's saying here's all the religious stuff, which is what it's all about. And here's the world in collapse around it.
Yeah.
What's the difference between that and Mistletoe and Wine Children singing Christian rhyme?
No, listen, I don't know because I haven't.
So the difference is one's a good song and one's a heap of shit.
Okay, well, that would certainly be my description.
A steaming
pile.
Can I throw a couple?
I'm a Cliff fan.
I'm going to throw a couple in here. Another simplistic ones, I think, anyway, and I love them. Is "Run Rudolph Run," right? Chuck Berry. Yeah. Always love "Run Rudolph Run." Always love Chuck Berry. I mean, it's so Chuck Berry.
Run,
Rudolph. You must know it. Run Rudolph.
Well, yeah, you'd know it.
It's covered by so many people. David Evans did it. The Foo Fighters did a version of it too. And who else did it? Oh, there must have been someone else that did it. And Chuck Berry also did a really bluesy song called "Merry Christmas, Baby." I love that as well. But yeah, it's written by Chuck Berry, but credited to Johnny Marks and M. Brody. Now, M. Brody doesn't exist apparently, and Johnny Marks apparently had the trademark on the character Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, so he had to credit them. They got a co-credit. It's actually a Chuck Berry song. Run, Rudolph. Randolph ain't too far behind. And the other one, of course, my band, who specifically didn't record any Christmas songs until Rick Parfitt said, "Yeah, we've got to do this. This is my song." Rossi capitulated, and they did release a Christmas song. And it was in 2008, Status Quo, and it's Christmas time. It's so jolly and bouncy, a real romp, sort of Burning Bridges kind of feel to it, you know, like without the jig bit. That, I would say, does befit the band. And one we haven't mentioned today, which is odd, because it's probably up there as one of my favourite Christmas songs of all time, and I'm sure that you love it, Jeff. And I wouldn't be surprised if even Stinks loves it. The Pogues.
Yeah,
I didn't bother mentioning it because it is the quintessential Christmas.
Well, song. I think it is. I think as time goes on, and maybe it's only because he only died a year or two ago, whatever. Recently, yeah. But I think as time goes on, it's becoming more and more like the Christmas song.
It's the most interesting because I was going to say was part of the conversation that I had with Ralph was about those bands where their Christmas song was so much associated with them that it almost became their theme tune, and nothing else they ever did was the same. And I think the Pogues fall into that category.
Yeah,
those of us who like the Rum Sodomy and the Lash, those of us who like the Pogue sound, but they're never going to get away from that song. And I would argue that for everybody that wasn't our generation, I think the Slade song is the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that I believe in Father Christmas is the one that everybody knows from Emerson, Lake and Palmer. They've become so much what the band is in the public conscience. But I think certainly the Pogue song falls into that category for sure.
Well, I mean, it got to a point where it's what they danced to at his funeral, wasn't it?
Yes,
they were literally
I've seen it. Yeah, they had Glenn Hansard, one of Neil's favourite artists. Yeah, it's so it's got a nice chorus to it, hasn't it? With the boys of the MIPD choir singing "Galway Bay" or whatever.
It's a very lyrical song.
Poignant song as well, isn't it? I've written some lyrics down. I've written 2 or 3 from other songs as well. We haven't had them. But I love the line where Kirsty MacColl, bless her, both have passed on now, of course. Kirsty MacColl says, "I could have been someone. Well, so could anyone. You took my dreams from me when I first found you." And he replies, "I kept them with me, babe. I put them with my own. Can't make it all alone. I've built my dreams around you." I think I love that line.
Yeah.
And it's, the Pogues, and amazing how Kirsty MacColl died before Shane MacGowan.
Yeah, that was remarkable. Mind you, people have died before Keith Richards, and no one saw that coming. Have I sent you?
I think he died years ago.
There's an AI thing now of Keith Richards and Willie Nelson building the pyramids.
Oh, you sent me that? Yeah, you sent me
that. I sent it to you. It's absolutely fantastic. Anyway, what was it? Yeah. The other great thing about the Pogue song is that if you're a singer, as Jeff and I are, then it's one of those songs where you can harmonise the chorus absolutely any way you like. You can go high, you can go low, you can go atonal. You can literally do whatever you want in harmonising that song in a way that you can't with most things. It's brilliant for that. So you can sing it along.
I seem to remember singing it in Enfield with the gang.
Yes, we did.
We did. At the end of the evening.
Aren't we supposed to be doing
I think January the 16th, maybe, a Friday, January 16th. Okay. If you're around, Jeff, you're well invited.
Yeah, you got to come.
I'll check my diary.
Check your diary. It's a Friday night, I know that. But Chris has got to come from Cornwall or something stupid, doesn't he? So I don't know. Not that Cornwall's stupid, but you know what I mean. It's a long way away. The final one was called It's Christmas Time. I didn't say that, Christmas Time. You'd love another one I've written down here, A Merry Jingle by the Greedies. They were originally called the Greedy Bastards. In a bit of a lull in Thin Lizzy's career, they Phil Lynott and or Lynott even, whichever, teamed up with Gary Moore again, but also Steve Jones and Paul Cook from your favourite band.
Sounds awful.
And it's called A Merry Jingle, a bit of a medley between of We Wish You a Merry Christmas and Jingle Bells, but in a rocky way. I
fancy hearing that. I've never heard that.
Yeah, well, again, I think I played it. Maybe I'll play it again. I don't know. We'll see. Again, I've got a short time, I think. Have you mentioned them all? Yeah, I've got some songs I should like. I've written down here, like ones that are popular to like, and it's quite sort of maybe cool to like it.
Yeah.
Which is Ring Out Sausage Bells. We've mentioned I Believe in Father Christmas, which I don't mind. I don't have the excitement about it that you two do.
I don't. I'm with both of those. I can take or leave them.
Gaudete is another one, which is okay. I Driving Home for Christmas is okay. I'm not that keen on it.
I loved that. Love Driving Home for Christmas.
But yeah, I think that's about it.
Take or leave.
What about the Christmas song, Nat King Cole? Like, how can we not like that?
Roasting chestnuts on an open.
Does anybody not like that? It's just a likable song.
It is a good song. I can't argue with that.
You're not looking impressed, Pete?
No, it's fine. It's if it's on, I'll quite happily listen to it. I quite like the words. It doesn't leap out and go, "Oh yeah, Christmas." But it's fine.
Need guitars on it.
It does. It definitely needs guitars. Yeah, without a doubt.
Whatever it is,
that makes everything better.
Do something with the flange on that one. What was it you said?
Guitars make everything better.
Turn the flange up. Apparently, is the phrase.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Up to 11.
Turn your flange up to 11.
I'm sure that somebody
say that in an Say that
I'm
in an
sure
Essex
some of the
nightclub,
70s
you're gonna get a
people
knife
got
in your
arrested
back.
for that, you know.
Oh, number
Here,
11. Poor old
DJ,
Rob.
turn the flange up.
Poor old Rob Reiner, up to 11.
Bless him.
Right. So was Happy Christmas like a protest song, really? Was that one of the, we could have mentioned it in the protest songs, maybe? It was certainly an anti-US involvement in the Vietnam War, wasn't it? I think war is over. What else have we got? I mean, there's just so many of them, aren't there?
There's hundreds.
We've
we
mentioned
could,
quite a
Do
number.
you think we ought to have some kind of conclusion since we've got about 5 minutes left? We probably
Yeah,
should
definitely.
draw everything to.
what conclusion would you like? I would like to conclude that there is absolutely a place for Christmas songs, and that they should not be put to one side as an addendum to proper music.
I agree. They have their place, and a lot of people like them.
I agree, and I think it's just a lot of people. More people buy records at Christmas as well. That's why they do so well, don't they? All the grannies go out and buy them.
Yeah.
Well, the grannies go out and buy Grandad, don't they?
Yeah, Grandad.
Which was a Christmas number one.
It was, as was Ernie, of course, which is a decent tune.
We love Ernie. You can't go
Benny
wrong
Hill.
with Ernie.
There's so many songs that were number one at Christmas that were nothing to do with Christmas itself. And the Beatles had a load in the 60s.
Well,
I Want to Hold Your Hand, I Feel Fine, and Day Trip are consecutive years. And then Hello Goodbye was as well later on. Right, I think you've concluded it well. I mean, there is definitely a place for Christmas songs, if not playing them quite so early on the radio station.
Yeah, I think that, that's like that. I noticed in one of the shops I went into recently that they got Easter eggs out.
Oh yeah, they're coming out now, aren't they? Definitely.
And I'm just thinking, no, it's all getting silly now. Yeah, we have no Christmas yet. So basically, Christmas carols shouldn't be allowed to be played until the 1st of the month. 1st of December, then let loose the carols. Prior to that.
Which is what I tell the congregation every year.
Yeah, I agree.
December,
that's why I've always
music.
said no Christmas songs until the 1st of December. But I regret that because straight away, the first Tuesday, I had a Tinsel Tuesday and I was inundated with them. And then I've had two more subsequently. So there's been loads of them. I mean, I know she switched off actually on, she said, I'm sorry, I can't listen to these anymore. I'll be back tomorrow. I thought, fair enough.
So does that mean I'm not allowed to pick some for tomorrow?
Yeah, you can pick some for tomorrow.
I'm picking some for tomorrow.
Yeah, pick some for tomorrow. I'll get them in. If it's only for tomorrow, because Friday. Are you in on Friday? Either of you?
I am.
I probably am actually.
Probably am. Okay. Well, because I'm decided. Because I normally do a Christmas jukebox the day before. Because last Friday before Christmas, and a lot of people, it's their last day of work, and I thought, I'd do it, but I'm not going to. But I'm gonna throw them. Have a Christmas jukebox in the afternoon for the afternoon delights from 1. So before that, I'm going to do what John Peel used to do, his festive 50s. He called it a festive 50. It wasn't festive, but he just was at that time of the year. And so I'm going to do one of my own, like favourites from over the years. And there'll probably be more than 50, like 70 or so, I reckon, to get them all in, I would guess. So I'm not going to get any requests in on Friday. But I was thinking of calling them, which was in a real two Ronnies kind of style, Big C's Crackers.
Very good.
I think that's about right. Isn't it?
Yeah, we've got that.
Your Crackers, my lord.
So can we just be clear? So are you on air next week?
At the moment, I'm not sure. I might be. Depends. I'm trying to find out how many people are going to be working. I know a number of people aren't, and if they don't work, sadly, they don't listen. They don't want to hear me. And I understand that. They've got other things to do.
That's why I'm asking the question, because kind of in my mind, Monday through till January the 2nd is holiday time. So.
It is. So, I mean, I don't know. It's possible, but it's not going to be. I'm not on Christmas Eve, anyway, that's for sure. That only leaves Monday and Tuesday, and it won't be the one between Christmas and New Year either. So I'm sort of aiming that this Friday will be the one before I have a little break and have a 2-week nap. A granddad nap.
A big granddad nap.
A very big granddad nap. Well, thank you very much for that. I wish I had Bar Humbug a Bar Humbug black Christmas hat I was going to wear. Forgot about it. I left it in the other room, under the tree. So never mind. We weren't that humbuggish. We talked about Christmas songs, some happy ones, some sad ones, some crap ones, and some brilliant ones. And that's the way it should be. So thank you very much, guys. And this podcast will be posted to the usual places by Shaggy, by the weekend, or on the weekend, depending on what's happening and whether Cleveland is suffering from like 5 foot of snow again or something that they've had recently. We don't do that over here, do we? Thankfully, it's extreme weather conditions. And of course, we may, even though we talked about flange quite a bit, we might one day be
He mentioned Gary Glitter.
I don't mind that Gary Glitter song, which
No,
is
it's a great song, but Geoff mentioned Gary Glitter. It's all over. You mentioned Gary Glitter and flange. That's it. You're off the BBC.
Gary Glitter and flange. Yeah, what a combination. Is that like Dave Allen and Mr. Charles? Is it Mr. Charles?
Yes, it was Mr. Charles.
No, we're not going there.
Yeah, don't go. No, do not go there.
So we'll maybe one day still, despite that, maybe on the
BBC.
British Broadcasting
Corporation. The British Broadcasting Corporation, yeah. So all that's left for me to say is thanks to everyone for listening and watching this year. We'll have a
Merry Christmas, everybody.
And Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everyone. We'll be back in the new year with some more subject matter to discuss, I'm sure. Stinks has already got one lined up. We'll talk about that at some point. So, yeah, that's it. So all I've got left to say is good night from me.
Good night from him.